We're going to be loud, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're gonna be loud as fuck. Right. If you're not worried about it, then we're good.
I didn't reply to you yet, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, we're doing a group number to this.
Huh?
We're doing a group number to Wannabe.
You're doing a group number to Wannabe? Who's we?
The cast. Oh, you want to be in it?
Oh, I'm just wondering. Which one are you? Baby?
Probably Baby.
I was gonna say.
Definitely baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's baby. Yeah.
I think I could pull Posh. Let's remember, I'm an actor.
baby. Gotta go with your strengths.
Wow.
Gotta go with your strengths.
I'm such a good actor, you don't think I could pull Posh?
No.
Haters. Hey Facebook, it's Suzette, well I always say it's Suzette Veneti, but you know because it's Facebook Live. I'm in Badlands, we're gonna do the Suzette Veneti Show. Everyone is with me. I don't know how to turn the camera, there we go. We got Clifton, we got Chelsea, we got Dave, we got Jesse, Taryn's around here somewhere. So tune in. I'm my natural hair color today. Tune in. If you have questions, fire them at us. No interview guests. It's just family and fun. So we'll see.
No one's watching this.
They will. They will. We'll start in like, I don't know, 4 minutes? 4 minutes, Jesse? Ish. 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Humble.
There, now somebody is. One person. One person.
Humble. Does your Facebook say that Suzette Veneti went live?
Hey, everybody. It's about the top of the hour, and we're letting you know about it. We are live at Badlands right now, in case you can't hear that in the background. Go ahead and get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. I've had a couple, because I'm at a bar. Why wouldn't I? Share out the link with your friends, or if you're in the neighborhood, just wander by, I guess. The Suzette Veneti Show, live from Badlands, will begin in about 2.5 minutes.
And everyone was like, oh, and then mix.
Well,
The
that,
bait switch, didn't you?
I
it
did.
shows you that you need to do that.
I,
It shows you.
That
did
was-
I tell
yeah.
you why I didn't?
Why didn't you do it?
I can't say on mic, but I'm going to. When there is no mic in my hand, I will say it.
Just know the words. That's all I ask. Because I can't. The second verse is so hard.
It is.
And she's like, and I'm just like, what?
But I've been learning. And I got red on the Max Drag show because I did no scrubs. Real impromptu, like we were just here filming another video.
Uh-huh.
And Taryn was like, let's do no scrubs. You know, and I was like, yes, I'm a child of the 90s. But I don't know the left eye verse.
What? Ooh,
Why would I ever sing that? She crazy.
You're fired.
They were mad. to get it.
It's been such a slow news week in the celebrity world. I don't really know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna wing it.
Yeah, we're all. Yeah, we're all.
Yeah.
You can just ask questions.
Because really, Donald Trump has overshadowed everything.
Yeah.
It's 2020's 2020.
Yeah. Like everything.
I had a monologue, like I didn't have the jokes, otherwise I'd be telling them. But I prepped it, and I was gonna go in and write jokes. And it's just
Like Nicki Minaj had her baby, and Donald Trump was like, "Fuck that baby." Like,
Call this the celebration for Trump having COVID.
oh, I was happy.
No, we're ready. I was just gonna do an Instagram live, but I don't know who watches that. I do like the count. I like the count when it happens. And Clifton, are you gonna come close? Are you staying over there?
I
with
can come close.
Okay, I just didn't know what your tolerance was. He was asleep? You woke him up? No. I would have gone down.
Can I slide over there?
Huh?
Can I slide over here?
Is that again?
Do you want to slide down?
Yeah, you want to
Slide down.
Okay, close. Here.
Well, you come here so Clifton.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Cool. It's yours. Oh, I'll do it.
Girls and boys. Get it?
I'm whatever you say.
What are you drinking in that ethereal goblet of yours?
You've seen the show.
What was that?
I said you've seen the show.
It's nothing. It's just juice.
Kayfabe. That's what it is.
Depends who's watching.
Wait, did you say kayfabe?
I said kayfabe.
Oh my gosh.
We're ready. I can't see the lens, so I'm just like shooting from the hip. Okay.
I know. Where am I looking? Oh, that?
This is how I see you guys during the show. It's never great. If I come up with some fun right
Welcome to the virtual STAB Comedy Theater. This time coming to you live from the corner of 20th and J at Badlands. Let me get everything. Oh, it's a whole thing today, guys. We're on location for the first time for the Suzette Veneti Show, and we're all set with the regular crew. Please welcome to your screen, Suzette Veneti.
We have music?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We have Hot Mess. Hey everybody, it's Suzette Veneti, and it's the Suzette Veneti Show. It's 5:05. We're 2 minutes late, but look who I have with me. Everybody, it's family. It's the family show. All my contributors are here. Clifton, me and Dave, Chelsea. We're in Badlands because I just hosted brunch today, and we figured why go back to STAB. Jesse came over, so this is a lot of fun. We're on location. If it's loud, that's because we're in a club, as you can see behind me. It's not like New Year's Eve or anything. We're just hanging out. Also, this episode is brought to you by STAB, but also Chelsea Got Cakes. Our own contributor, Chelsea Bearce, makes these fantastic cakes.
I did it. These are cinnamon toast crunch cupcakes. What? With cream cheese frosting.
Clifton, you just had one?
Put your mic
Say it in the
your
mic.
mouth.
They were so good. So good.
So good.
So good.
So if you need any sort of confection or pastry, Chelsea Got Cakes.
I do.
You got front cakes and back cakes.
Oh my God, that's not a thing. Okay, thanks.
It's not a thing, but now we made it one. So, you guys saw brunch.
You can't prove that.
Clifton, you've seen brunch.
I've been here a couple times for brunch, yes.
So I guess we'll start there. Do you like brunch?
Yes. Brunch is a gay man's right every week on Sunday to get as fucked up as possible before 3 o'clock, and then sleep it off, and then get ready for work the next day. It's a weekly tradition. So yes, been to brunch many, many times.
You want to come in here?
Everybody, here's Taryn
Top-notch
Thru-U.
service here at Badlands.
Top notch.
Right there.
Thank you, Taryn.
Thank you, Taryn.
I couldn't be more surrounded by love. So this is a fun show. Anyhow, so thank you for saying nice things about brunch.
Yes.
I won't prove you were at brunch. What'd you
I
think?
was there. I mean, I saw. Just whether or not I saw anything, I was too stunned by the talent that we witnessed. It was my first drag brunch that I've been to. Got to eat. Had a rock star. And then I think the highlight of it was watching your performance that you specifically catered to myself and Chelsea that no one else in the drag brunch understood whatsoever. And that was, I took a picture of it, made a nice meme of it, and it was really sweet of you to like totally just
ignore everybody else on the planet.
Ignore the momentum of the show
and just make it come to a
dedicate
screeching
it.
halt.
And it was done with if you've ever seen a drag performance involving a guitar that was then like you could have just air guitared but you had an actual guitar that you air guitared over. And
Professional.
I don't think drag audiences appreciate fake guitar playing the way that at least I do. And because you basically were just looking at everybody playing the guitar and singing "Kiss the Girl" and then mimicking. It was a cover of "Kiss the Girl" by who did the cover?
I believe Ashley Tisdale.
Ashley Tisdale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it was intercut with sound bites from Chelsea talking, where you were lip syncing Chelsea's voice
From last week's show.
From last week's show.
Right, which
talking
7 people saw.
Talking about the date that we were on right there.
Right.
And
Well, that's still happening.
that is still, yeah. This
Yeah.
has been a date weekend between me and Chelsea, which we've been enjoying, I think.
Yeah.
We've been having a
Yeah,
good time.
yeah.
And but yeah, so it was really cool to watch you just do that. And then everybody was like, "Okay, bathroom break over," and we went right back to the show. So
Before we get here,
right there.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that it felt exactly like that, and I was like, oh boy. I don't mind making a joke. Doing stand-up, especially, I don't mind making a joke for 1 or 2 people. I will do it in a stand-up
We saw
set.
it. We know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it was-
we witnessed it
Well,
earlier.
that's the first time. That's the first time I've ever done a drag
Brave.
number for 1 or 2
I-
people.
Oh, my
brave.
God.
Yeah. But let me say, I was out on the patio, like during the second show, with people from the first show, and they were like, "We loved it,"
That's great.
Oh
And I
my
was like, wait.
God.
because I was incredulous. I was like, "You did?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I was like,
But you know how when you see a famous person and you don't really like them, but you're excited that you're seeing a famous person, and you're like, "Oh my God, I love your work," when really you don't? Like, have you ever done that? That's a thing, right?
I get what you're doing
That's a
there.
thing, though, right?
Here's the thing. I think they were sincere, and the reason being is that there was something for everybody at this, I've seen a few drag queen shows that I did comedy at, and I don't know much, but I know that variety is a big deal. So you had physical performers that were doing some acrobatic moves in their routines.
"You can guess." I want to see if Clifton can guess.
Was it Mercury Rising?
We did have Mercury Rising.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Mercury was
was
here.
it Lord Jesus. I only had one drink today and my mind is slipping. So it's Mercury. Helen?
Yeah.
That would be it, yeah.
Good. You know your scene.
Yes.
So there were 2 that one had a lot more theatric physical moves. The other one had dance moves, clearly a dance background. And then Who
There
is
was
it?
Apple,
Who's-
too.
A-
Yeah.
Apple Adams, but no, who else was?
Taryn?
Taryn
Taryn.
does more of a more of the song itself, and like that has a lot of passion in the song itself, and displays that in their performance. And you brought that quirky, just offbeat, ditzy blondness. That was,
There's
you know.
a reason why she's called the hot mess princess. Like
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
a
totally.
reason why.
And you brought that.
I
That
mean,
was
it's
great.
not like a cute nickname that we're like, hey, let's call you this. No, that's factual. Like
Yeah.
it's that. It's that.
It was
It's
like
that.
having one of the girls from Full House on the doing a performance.
As long
Hopefully
as it
not
wasn't Kimmy Gibbler.
Candace Cameron.
I don't know who.
No.
Yeah, it'd be Jodie Sweet.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Jodie
Jody's
Sweet's
fun.
the
Candace,
cool one.
yeah.
I
It's
had a
process
thing
of
for- yeah.
elimination.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like maybe one of the twins. I
Maybe
don't
even
know.
Kimmy. Maybe even Kimmy. Like
No.
Kimmy, you know.
Yes.
No.
You're more
Yeah, you're
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
You're kind of
Yes.
Kimmy.
You're
Yeah,
No.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
reject this notion. On
Kimmy's
to the-
funny.
On
I'm
to the next
saying.
thing I was going to say. I made up for it with Barbie Girl.
Okay.
If you want to say so. I mean, I don't know if
Did
make it.
you?
It was,
I mean,
I thought you brought the quirkiness again.
I
Like
mean,
again,
you were on
variety.
stage.
We're
Yeah,
going
that
with
happened.
variety.
But
and it was.
yeah, I don't. Clifton's like, I didn't know this was what this was gonna be.
You closed it out. You closed it out, and that was
yeah. You
no,
can
you
call it
closed
a
it out.
headlining position if you want. That's. I mean, that's fine.
You know.
Go. Yes.
So I don't know who. Yes.
And you look great, by the way,
Thank
today.
you.
So just
Thank
so you know, we're not just completely tearing you down.
I am.
That's always like I said during the show hosting, we have dance because we, as you know, Clifton, we have a very diverse cast.
Mm-hmm.
We all kind of blend a little bit into each other, but we're all very different.
Yeah.
We have roles. It's a great cast, maybe with the exception of me. But everyone I work with is fantastic, just like this show. But we
Agreed.
have a dancer, we have a reading host, we have a funny queen, we have a guest, and then where do I fit in? I just stand there and look pretty.
There you go.
You definitely did that.
Okay, and to comment on that, why don't you go ahead, Chelsea?
On what?
Once again, before Chelsea talks, this show is brought to you by Chelsea Got Cakes.
This bitch. This bitch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cupcakes. So, you were saying?
I just got lightheaded from that joke. That was good. Nice one. Nice one, Suzette.
It was fun. It was fun. I feel okay. If I'm gonna be completely real, I think that I feel like Barbie Girl is like, hey, I think I decided to be a drag queen today. What song should I say? I feel like Barbie Girl is a safe. Stop, Clifton. Stop. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. Okay, I just think that Barbie Girl is like one of those like, hey, you want to try drag today? Like, I feel like it's a safe.
It's the starter pack.
101,
It's like, yeah.
exactly.
Here's
like,
your Forever 21
like
dress,
everyone
Barbie
has
Girl
that
track.
trading card.
You
You know
stood
what I
no
mean?
risk
Your
of
shake
hurting
and go
yourself.
wig.
I'll tell you like that.
I feel like it's that. Yeah.
So, okay, I will say, yes, absolutely guilty. I actually didn't do it for like the first 3.5 years because I was like, I'm not going to be a cliche. I'm not going to
I've never seen you do that song.
Right. And the
But
first
I feel like if you're going to do that song and it's something that's so iconic and so known, then you have to have some sort of reveal. Like you have to keep us engaged because if once we hear it, it's like, then the excitement is done. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'm done. Go.
Oh, I have, you know, like I was saying about the cast that I'm with, I have a ways to go to be as amazing as they are. I'm not
Can you
there.
do yo-yo tricks?
I can make it come back up.
There, well, you know,
I can.
might help.
Oh.
Some yo-yo tricks during the Barbie. I think you should
When
bring
it
out
goes
some
down, I
We were
make it
talking
come up.
Barbie toys. You should bring some Barbie toys out there.
Right.
you could
a
do
Barbie
WAP with
Porsche.
some yo-yos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do WAP, and then I did
Some yo-yos.
I did the flight attendant number
Yes, she did.
a couple weeks ago. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I have my moments. I've done a couple really cool ones. I will be transparent. We were outside in the parking lot for a month, and I adjusted. I think it took me maybe a couple shows, but I adjusted to that, which was a new environment for all of us. And then right as it was smooth for me, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I got this. I know how to perform in this space. We move inside, to a stationary position, which is a Fridays Are a Drag stage. We've talked about that on the show with Taryn and Apple and Helen. And they all, Taryn, Apple, Helen, Mercury, they've all performed in that spot on the Fridays Are a Drag stage. I am not there yet. That's the
You'll
ultimate
get there,
show
though. You'll get
for drag queens in Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you when you're good, you do Sunday Showcase at Sidetracks. When you're great, you get to do the Fridays Are a Drag.
Oh shit. Okay.
I would say it's a benchmark show. Like
Yeah.
you're somebody.
Yeah. They even
but I
have
haven't.
the girls from TV come on that
Yep.
drag show as well.
I haven't.
For real?
Mhm.
Okay.
I haven't been there yet. So this was my first time, and I was a little nervous. And that's why I did Barbie Girl, because ending the show, I know I needed something with energy that the crowd would like, and because I was gonna do a comedy number. Oh, okay. I just expected something.
What are we gonna do? Thriller?
I can't say what I was gonna do because I'm gonna do it.
Well, you still got a couple weeks. You know, you can put some tweaks into it.
I got some tricks up my sleeve.
With no sleeves.
Oh,
no
they're here.
sleeves, you know.
They're here.
Oh, right there. There they are.
My
Around your
Melania
waist.
jacket. So I wanted to end with something fun.
Okay.
And because the first number was also a song that people know, but my target, like, it was so targeted, I didn't know how people would like it, so I was like, I really need to just do something people like. So that's why I went with Barbie Girl.
Okay. I hear you.
Let's see.
Well,
kinda-
y'all have been popping because every time I try to come for the last 2 weeks, there ain't no seats.
It's true. Today was the 12th sellout in a row.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks of shows.
I'll be there on the 25th.
Halloween show with Faye Menon.
Yes.
Who's my interview guest next week.
Oh, okay.
I got something special planned.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Okay.
It's not. I'll give you this hint. It's not just me. And when you see it, you'll be like, "Oh, I should have seen it coming."
Okay.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
It's gonna be so obvious to everybody. So yeah. So if you want tickets, since we're talking about it, Makeup and Mimosas, you got to get them about a week or two early. We're sold out for the 11th. We're starting to sell out for the 18th. So get on this flight before we take off, because we fly full. Let's kind of touch. That was a lot of me, and I know it's the Suzette
It is the
Veneti.
Suzette Veneti
It
Show.
is.
Suzette
It is.
Veneti
But that's
Show.
the dirty
That's
And
secret.
we're
That's
in
true.
the environment.
And you weren't here
Suzette
last
Veneti
week, so.
territory.
I wasn't. I had to make up for it.
Yeah, this is.
David, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on screen? No, he doesn't. Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
There's not enough
I
room
don't
on this
like-
couch
No.
for you.
I
yeah.
don't like him anyway.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
He kind of smells.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, he kind of does though.
Like in a good way?
Like you know how straight guys wear Axe body spray and they spray a little bit too much.
Oh.
Like
you
I'm
might,
sorry, lay off the Axe.
You
please.
might smell like Axe.
Yeah.
Keep your body spray far, like Fiddler on the Roof, far away from us.
Yeah.
I know show tunes. Let's kind of. It is the Suzette Veneti Show, but the dirty secret of all of my shows is everyone else in the show is
That we
amazing.
carry you.
Yes,
yeah,
you
okay,
carry
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
The Queens in Comedy, Makeup and Mimosas. Yeah, all my shows, everyone else carries it. Look, somebody's got to be the weirdo.
Yes,
Look,
no.
Forrest Gump led a whole parade of runners, and he was just the dummy that was just doing what he was doing
Are you comparing yourself to Forrest Gump?
That's
in
fair.
a
Well,
bad
I mean,
way.
is that your box of chocolates then?
This is my box of cupcakes.
Yeah.
Because this show is brought to you by Chelsea Got Cakes and STAB Comedy
If you
Theater.
are the Forrest Gump, I am the Lieutenant Dan. of
You
your,
are. You are my
yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. Isn't that
Oh my
special?
God.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Who's the one that talks about shrimp?
Bubba.
Bubba
Okay.
Gump.
Oh my God. You're Bubba.
Yeah, I love shrimp.
That makes you Jenny.
I'm Jenny.
I think, yeah. You're.
I'm a whore. Jenny
When
was
Jenny
a whore.
came back from California, she had all these new
Was she a
diseases.
whore?
Jenny was a
Or was
whore.
she a liberated woman in the 70s?
Is there a difference? I'm not understand. She was a horror.
Mama always said you could tell a lot about a woman by her stretch marks.
Ooh.
You know,
That's a joke my friend said years
it's
ago.
that
so.
attitude, women keeping women down.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Oh my God.
So let's kind of stick with format. Clifton, what's going on with the tea?
You know, y'all's president, not mine, has been doing a lot this week. So celebrity news has been very slim pickings. But since we talk about carrying, there is a specific Carrie. She has a book, Miss Mariah. And I've been reading it. Well, not really reading because my attention span is too low to read. I like to have the audiobooks. And hearing Mariah bitch, I'm so mad at this jacket right now.
I don't like Christmas.
You don't like Christmas? Honestly, I worked retail for over 15 years. I don't like Christmas either. So I feel you.
Here's like everything we all wanted to happen, like all the same people. This week was 2020's 2020.
Yeah.
Everything happened this week. Like, who is it? Lana Del Rey's out there with a mesh mask, and her fans are mad. That's not even registering.
No.
There's so much else going
Nicki
on.
Minaj had her baby. Crickets. No one's talking about it. Because your president got COVID. Not my president.
Did he though?
Your president.
Did he though?
Allegedly.
he
I have to
though?
say it like Wendy Williams. Allegedly. You know. So we don't get sued. Allegedly.
Okay.
But you know,
I wish he would.
You know, hey, that'll put you on the map. That'll put us on the map. Sue us. No, not really. But you know, I ain't got no money for you. But I pay more taxes than you.
Now the president's carrying me.
But yes, back to the book. So I listened to the audiobook, and it's just fascinating to hear her talk about all of the things that has gone down, where her marriage is, with Tommy Mottola, and locking her up in a mansion, and not letting her do everything. And then when you hear about her childhood, and her mother, and her sister trying to have her snort cocaine, and trying to sell her off to pimps and everything like that, like, it's a lot. And when you read this, you're like, you know what? I see why you are the woman you are today. And I respect you for everything you've been through, because I didn't know that she had it that bad. You know, I just thought, okay, here come another woman with a beautiful voice, and she made money, and she's fabulous. But no, she had to go through some things too. So, but that's really been the highlight of my week, just working and playing video games and listening to that book and watching the shit show go on with him, who should not be named, you know.
Well, we're almost to the end of the 4 years.
I know, but it's just, I try not to get anxious about it, because, you know, a lot of people are still not wanting to participate in what we need to do on November 3rd.
We all look. If you're watching this show, you probably already agree with us, but just in case, it's very important that you vote on November 3rd.
Please do.
And
Picturing there's one angry person that just sits there and angrily masturbates while watching this, like, fuck those politics, like, you know.
like I said about yo-yos, I bring them up.
Because they get off on disagreeing. That's what everybody, I mean, I think that's...
You got to
their-
know your talents.
Yeah.
That was a Mariah book, though, that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like Mariah Carey.
No, it's actually, and you know, I'm a fan of hers, but I'm not a lamb. That's what she calls her hardcore fans. But I'm almost done with it. But like, it really gave me a lot more respect for her. And you know, she's not just a beautiful woman with big tits that sings. Like, this woman writes all her shit, does all her. So you and Mariah got things in common, you know.
Front cakes.
Yes, front cakes. But like, just
Oh, cupcakes.
yes, and cupcakes too.
Can we call them that? No. Okay. Overruled. You gotta
what
shoot.
else has been going on this week? Like I said, it's been like here's the barrel, and I'm like scraping the bottom of it, because politics have really. It's a shame when politics are more scandalous than Hollywood.
Do you need to?
It's a shame, and you know. but that's the world that we live in right now, and
Well, so vote.
Yes, please.
Please vote. It's very important, and I don't know. I talked about it on the show. I like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We all did, and this is where I become a little bit religious.
That's what you should have done today, was a tribute to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You should have dressed up like her.
there's still a couple weeks left.
Yeah, you should do a tribute. Yeah, if you did Barbie World while dressed as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that would have been.
I was just gonna say that.
That would have been
okay.
interesting.
Oh my God.
Honestly, we should talk. We should talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
You know, I have an idea cooking in my head. I'm gonna message it to you later. Now that you said that, I got
See,
a song for you.
And this is the attraction of Suzette Veneti. Not good on her own, but with a lot of help and the right people propping her up.
I feel like
That's what I'm saying. You're Ariel that doesn't know how to walk yet, who's learning how to be a human.
I feel
This
like
is
we're
all
drag
I'm saying.
intervention kind of right now a little bit. Like we're trying, we're trying to help. You know?
Right.
We need to
right.
find-
Slightly.
Your drag has hurt us in the following ways.
Whoa, we need to find we need to find Taryn for that conversation. See if Apple's back yet. I don't feel like it's a full conversation without them.
Well, we need the camera crew, and then we need the host of intervention, one of those counselors on here, and just make it a dramatic 2-part episode. You know,
Right.
Oh, I think-
tears and
I
laughter
do like the
going
beauty
on.
of having an intervention in a gay bar, though.
Yeah.
Like, that is beautiful to me.
All the queens converge on you, honey. We got to talk.
And just cut up one of your tragic wigs right in front of you, just like, ba, 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 ba. Oh, my God. I love this.
After they cut off,
Yes.
they bring a nice, expensive human hair, $100
Lace
wig,
front.
lace front
Oh,
wig.
my God.
Okay, I did have nice hair today.
That
Yes.
points.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Nothing. Can
I like
just
you as a
look at
brunette,
you
Suzette.
and read your ass without saying anything?
I was like, no, you can't. You're Chelsea. You can't just look at me. There's at least 4 different reads going on. There sometimes on the end of one of those reads, there's a you know how they put a little red flag on the back of like wood sticking out of a truck so you don't run into it?
Yes.
There's a little red flag of like, oh, you know what? I actually like that one moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's there, and I wait for that little flag.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes the wind just takes it off and you can't find it. So
Like a bad shake and go.
Oh no.
No more shake and goes. No more shake
What
and
else are we
goes.
talking about?
I
Get
don't-
your show back.
I don't
bitch.
know. Because every time I try to get away from the drag intervention, it comes back.
I know. We're trying to help you. You're
I
like a toddler.
in a tiara.
Oh my God.
I don't need a flipper though. I will say the times that a drag queen has said, "Oh, we have to talk." It's been quite a few. All right. Well, we did. What's the
You
tea?
knew what this would be, bitch. You knew what this would be.
Oh, well, I'm waiting for Taryn to sit on the other side, so it's just back and forth.
Where is she?
I don't know.
She's working probably.
I saw her in there.
Did
you? Know,
you?
But
Yeah, she's over there.
yeah,
Well,
You want me to get her?
doing
If you'd like.
business.
Okay.
um,
Where's my mask?
so Dave, do you have a mini meantime in you?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. I can always talk out my rectum. What is it? We oddly enough, we are present in a fine establishment, primarily aimed at gay clientele, and coincidentally,
Here too.
oh yeah, totally. It's always open. But one of the things that I learned about today that has been long overdue is that the gay community has, I'd say, what do you call it, appropriated the Proud Boys hashtag, should have happened a while ago. I mean, because that's mainly as soon as I started seeing it, I'm like, this is one of those things that should have happened earlier this year. Probably should have even happened as far back as Charleston. But it's, better late than never. Clearly the climate is one where it's just one of those things that you get a feeling that the only way to really kind of like get through to kind of a humorless market is through warmth, humor, compassion, and that's really what a lot of this whole thing of people are just uncomfortable sometimes being in their feelings, and then with this past week, as we've heard, the president coming down with COVID. The most hilarious of ironies is that, of course, a large portion of the population wish him the worst and are vocal about it, and thus the people who most support this president are then saying that how could you say such horrible things after we've been sort of living in 4 years of horrible things being said on an hourly basis, tweeted actually. And people following up with that. Actually, a friend of mine had wonderful screenshots of Twitter of tweets. Basically, if you can just search for "I hope Obama dies," and you'll find no shortage of those. And all of a sudden now, people are growing feelings. And what I loved was a friend of mine shared a photo of a Trump 2016 T-shirt that this older couple was wearing, and they say, "Fuck your feelings." So I've been having a lot of fun with that photo once my friend shared it, and yeah, it's just one of those things where it's because I'll be perfectly honest, if it wasn't for Chelsea and my date this weekend and me participating in your show. The only time I'm at drag events is when I'm doing comedy on them, and so this was like a good opportunity to come be someplace where it's it's one of those things, because this you can't help. Here's one thing I dare anybody to do. I watched a TV show on Amazon Prime called LOL. What was it called? LOL, Last One Laughing, and it's an awful show because it's a bunch of comedians you've never heard of, and the goal is they have to be stuck in a room and try to make each other laugh, which if it's bad enough.
It's hosted by Rebel Wilson. It's an Australian
That's
show.
The Australian one. They got another American
That's true.
one.
Yes,
and,
bitch. Yes, bitch.
And the thing about it is if you know comedians and they're stuck in a room and they're like trying to make each other laugh, that's when they're more desperate than they normally are. And they are nowhere. They couldn't be funny. Like, I mean, you could have a piano fall on them and nobody would laugh. And so it's just one of those things that but I kind of in the same vein, I dare anybody to go to a gay club and not find yourself bobbing your fucking head, just sitting there to the music. You can't do it. It can't be done. That's a game show right there. Is going into a club.
It's true.
You take your, any of your hetero males. I get the Proud Boys, throw them in a gay club, and start bumping some music, and just tell them you can't move. Exactly. You can't move, or else you're out.
I think
and you win.
Taryn is into watch. I don't know if she wants to host that show here.
I don't know. I'm just kind of laughing because let's get a couple things straight.
At a gay bar.
We talked about, I know, in a gay bar. We talked about, a show where a piano could fall on somebody, no one would laugh, kind of go and see Suzette. They brought me up here for a reason.
It's true.
Number
this is the whole reason why.
Jesse,
They're
we're
playing-
all on screen. Sorry.
We're playing Moulin Rouge, and earlier today we had a whole discussion about the fact somebody goes, does somebody remember Maya? And I said, she's the one no one remembers in the beginning of Moulin Rouge, that when the drag queens try to give out the show or the what they're performing, no one wants Maya. We all want everybody but Maya. And then I'm just kind of laughing about this whole discussion right now about straight guys, because last night, there were guys broing it up on the dance floor, and we had to actually stop the music and say, we want to stay open, knock this shit off.
Yeah.
And Jacob, our quasi-quiet bartender, who's really sweet and nice, was the one who screamed it while I kept turning down the music. And all I kept thinking is, you're closeted.
Oh yeah.
Closeted.
Oh yeah.
Closeted.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
No, it's I always just feel like the whole nation right now, the way that the nation is the way the nation's behavior is reminds me of the guy at the bar who's like thinking that, you know, who's behaving homophobic and just completely like, oh no, this is gay. And it's like, no, you're the one who's probably gay, and it's okay.
Yeah,
you need a hug.
Just
and your dick
be okay
sucked.
with yourself.
So it's like, you know, or you need to suck one, whatever.
Most likely
just
he'll be
whatever.
doing the
It's
sucking.
you know.
You might be happy.
Yeah. You know, happier. It's like,
You
know.
can't frown with
It's
a dick in your
okay.
mouth. Like,
As George Carlin
Well, you
said
can.
in
There's disappointment out there.
as George Carlin said in Jay and Silent Bob, there's no more lines. Don't be so suburban.
Hey, I miss suburban. I mean, there is nothing wrong with suburban. It is nice and quiet because I had the pleasure of Suzette and I left here at about 4:20. For all you smokers, you know what that's all about.
AM.
But literally 4:20 a.m. I got home, and why at 6 o'clock when I'm thinking I'm going to sleep in were the random people downstairs beneath my window talking, and I literally wanted to scream. And I go, at least in suburban, the only thing waking me up is my parents' railroad tracks, like the railroad tracks behind their house, which, you know, you grow up and get used to that. So I'm missing a little suburbia right there. Not a lot. Not a lot.
Speaking of railroad, and trains coming through, we've done Clifton's segment, we've done Me and Dave's segment. I feel like you wanted to bring Taryn in for your segment.
No, I literally went down, found Taryn, and I was like, hey, do you want to come upstairs and read Suzette with me? This bitch did not hesitate.
Okay.
This bitch, in mid-sentence, she was talking. She was talking to somebody else, and she dropped the
The
mic.
cartoon
So it
smoke
didn't take
of
her long to
outline.
get
It's still
Taryn.
there.
Seconds.
Okay, so let's just be very clear.
Oh, Jesus.
We as drag queens perform for the audience. And we as drag queens do certain songs for people. But we also do songs that other people would get. Now, granted that Suzette decided to do a performance for a special two people who were coming to visit the show. Now, they only came to the first show. So why did the people in the second show go, I don't get the fuck that's happening? Though it also happened in the first show.
Thank you. I was going to say, just because we were present didn't mean that the joke went over well.
Well, but what's even funnier, though, is I'm going to give you, she's all like, damn, I should have just left you at home.
No, it's fine. Unplug this. You don't need this fucking thing. Thank you. Delete. You're fine. Go.
So what's funny is that I will say that good old Apple Adams sat there and said, hey, she at least committed to complete it out. I ain't mad at you, Barbie
Commit
girl.
to the bit. Commit to the bit. Even when no one fucking cares.
No, everybody cares.
They
No,
cared.
I
They
don't
just wondered what the
know.
fuck was going on.
No.
I mean, they stayed.
Yeah.
Does that count? They stayed.
For everyone else.
Like I said,
So-
you always need a time to check your phone, go to the bathroom, pay the bill. You need that time. And that if
Did you
they're-
not pay attention while I was emceeing? Remember the intro. Remember, if there's a lull in excitement, it's because Suzette's performing. I mean, she put it out there.
It's true.
But what's funny is, so we talked about, I'm not even giving her a chance, we talked about
No.
doing Taryn's flight attendant's version. And we were saying that what technically should happen is that line should be mine. And then when she's doing hers, it should be all, did you feel a little turbulence? That was Taryn falling. Because then it's kind of funny. It's not a dig on herself, but it's a dig on me. And you have to be able to laugh about it. I mean, let's be honest. You know, I'm not as big as Betty Booger, but at least,
oh shit.
you know.
T.
I almost sat there and said to Helen Heels while she was performing, going, girl, don't worry. Betty walked the stage. You're not falling through. It ain't moving. But you good. Just saying. Just saying.
I think I was here for that.
You're always here when I say that stuff. I mean,
It doesn't help that Taryn's exhausted right now, so like all this shit's coming out is just like, I don't give a fuck.
No, that's just Taryn.
no, that's just me.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, did you not listen during the show when I read the woman who's all of a sudden all like, "Are you really on your cell phone
Oh,
texting
she
while
was-
while I'm talking to you?" And then all of a sudden, her friends all, she's trying to close a $1 million deal on her house. I was like, oh, you do what you gotta do. You, Roseville,
Tip
Granite
heavily.
Bay white privilege. No, she was so funny. I think she was very flushed when Mercury stripped, and then when I sucked those 3 drinks at one time. You got the gag about the drinks, right? So everybody doesn't get it. So when there's a hot guy in the audience, I usually will just drink a soda and just suck through that straw till the bitter end. There's no stopping. Well, there was a throuple in the crowd.
Who?
They're not from here. You good?
Okay, I just want to know.
No,
who
he's
it
just
was.
into it.
No.
No.
So anyway, but they're actually my friends from Stockton. So I was picking on them, and so I literally for curtain call brought all 3 glasses up, and I started sucking all 3 straws at one time, and finished, and then realized I had a little left on the other one, so I had to top it off. And literally afterwards, I give them back to the bartender, and I grabbed the microphone, and then I belched, and she just was all. And I said, oh, I forgot if my mom would have saw that, she would slap me because you got food present. You belch when there's no food around. When there's food around, you're not supposed to belch. And I just had to.
So
Where's your sodas and straws? Come on, what the?
I don't drink. I just drink out of this.
Oh, that's true. The big glass.
Would you like the story about that little martini glass?
Yeah.
What? Tell us.
We wouldn't give her a glass one, so it's plastic.
Mm.
That was the container to a flower arrangement I got on my
Oh,
birthday.
nice. That's 2 vases people have drank out of in 2 nights at
God.
or
That's
Chelsea.
true,
and I,
yeah.
or-
I don't mind that it's plastic because it holds more drink for me to drink.
It's lighter in her hand, so
Thank
when she's
you.
trying to walk on
Thank
those
you.
stiletto heels,
Because
it's
we
more
don't
likely.
trust your ass because you're learning to walk.
Actually, I trust her in those heels more than I trust myself in my heels.
Oh, shit.
Because
All right.
I was that person who was like standing at the bar and was sitting there and all of a sudden got ready to walk
Calm
away and
down,
realized
bitch.
that my heel was in a crack and stuck in the door.
Oh, we did it.
It was funny.
Oh my God.
I'm all.
Have you ever walked in Old Sac in heels?
I wouldn't be in Old Sack and Drag, no.
I did a show at Laughs Unlimited, and that boardwalk
Oh, girl.
in heels.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're-
No.
And then the
Fuck.
cobblestone.
Cobblestones.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so you missed it because we basically did. I don't think you told Taryn. We didn't do it. They did a drag intervention. Suzette, your drag has affected me in the following ways.
Here we go.
What do you think if she would have done Ruth Bader Ginsburg during Barbie World?
Don't you think that she should do an RBG, like, themed drag
At least it would have made
number?
sense standing there. So
Okay, so you're talking to the one who wanted to do WAP.
yeah,
Which the audience wanted
No.
it to happen.
Let me explain something about drag, whether it's in a bar. When you're doing brunch, there needs to be a level.
There's
And
decorum.
our original agreement that we wanted to produce a classic drag brunch, and we know that we will push it. Me sitting there acting like I'm sucking dick on stage and be all, yeah, I'm pushing it.
It's
But I
brunch.
go, but then you're in a current environment where people like make references or people can be offended by a obviously white performer, not necessarily your nationality, but when you dance,
Oh
white.
my God.
white.
Bless
Why?
her.
Oh,
And
don't
I could
put
just
down
see-
the stool that way. Yeah.
But I could, it was brought up by actually somebody that, somebody could be a little offended or take it the wrong way. And at some point, you kind of have to sit there and draw a line. There are certain songs I choose not to perform because I know that it could be taken the wrong way or it could be looked upon a different way. And what I kind of laugh about is I love how people are all like, you shouldn't perform that song. And I said, why? Because I'm not, in this case, black and for this person. And I said, then why are you doing Britney Spears?
Okay.
I'm all Clifton. No, I'm kidding.
Don't talk about me.
I'm all, if we're going to talk about you, that's easy to do. Let's talk about Clifton here on Friday night when the music dead stopped and he's all, I'm not working. I'm just going to sit right here
Okay.
and gave the Taryn side eye.
So I'm going to
Well, I
take a
was
second to
shrinking.
explain to the audience. Mean Dave has another show, But Apple Adams is here.
We're gonna switch.
I'll wait until she gets here to explain what this is. Me and
And,
Dave, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming to
having me.
Sacramento.
This has been so much fun and a wonderful experience of just seeing your home territory and God help you for the rest of this episode, getting
Thank
your
you.
ass handed to you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm
waiting until you leave.
I'm losing my Lieutenant Dan. That's what we decided. I'm Forrest Gump. He's my Lieutenant Dan. I have my Bubba.
Forrest Gump.
Because I'm a weirdo running in front of
either way.
people.
Oh, I was going to come up with other things for you. Forrest Gump.
So, welcome,
Ooh.
Apple Adams.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi.
You guys know
Hello.
Apple Adams. So, you have no idea what's going on.
I have absolutely no fucking clue.
This started out as the Suzette Veneti Show, but it's become an intervention. Suzette, your drag has affected me in the following ways.
Oh, let me get the list. Oh my god.
But did you notice?
You need to say has affected me negatively in the following way.
I
No,
didn't
not
wanna-
necessarily negative.
Oh my God, Taryn! I brought you up here for a fucking
I would
reason.
like you to understand that my self-esteem, since she's been performing with me, has just shot up the roof. I mean, even on my worst day,
Schadenfreude. That
Is-
is that. Schadenfreude.
I go,
Yes.
I feel, I always tell people, I feel pretty next to some people. You go up to some people and you just feel like, I don't know how I feel today, because you go up to some people and you're standing next to Apple and you're like, oh, look at her, she's so pretty, bitch. And everybody who knows me knows I hate skinny bitches. So anyway, as I'm hating on both of them, and then I just look at Suzette and go, God, I am gorgeous today. Like, I feel soft. My makeup is on point. My lipstick isn't running. It isn't smeared. I mean, I don't have to worry about working the alley, because according to that knee over there with Apple Adams, it looks like she was working that alley.
Bitch, red.
No,
to
she
filth.
committed.
I sure the fuck did. That was a knee slide 2 times
my
in a
God.
row.
Okay, Clifton, you didn't get to see this. So during her first number, she's supposed to run out the door and run to the other side and act like, that whole surprise. Well, that door sticks. So if you don't know it sticks, you're supposed to give it a big booty bump to get out the door. So she's hitting on it. We're outside laughing our asses off. And so what she do?
Yes.
So what she do? She's all like, I'll just hide behind the chair.
I just got rolled.
I was crying. I was up here and I was just watching you struggle, and I was like, this is the best day of my life. Like, I mean, it was.
Don't worry, that struggle is like watching Suzette.
Look, we do what
I
we can.
know.
We learn to improvise. I found a chair. I got low.
You did what you had to do.
I did what I had to
You
do,
know?
damn
Right.
it.
You know what she did?
Exactly.
She pretended like there was a hot guy there. She did what she had to do. Oh,
What
wait.
I always do when there's
Oh, wait,
a hot
she
guy, I
has
get
a
low.
hot guy.
Was there a hot guy at that table?
He is all right.
Well, no, not that hot guy. But she has a hot guy, so,
What's up, Miles?
So how has she affected you in a intervention manner?
Very well. Very thoroughly well. In many different positions. Thank you. Thank you. I was just coming by to pick up my shit. Oh my god.
Oh, you the stuff in the other room?
Well, now that I'm here, oh my god.
I mean, that's kind of how I
Oh, absolutely.
I fell
Yeah.
asleep over there a minute ago.
I believe it.
Actually, Chelsea went to get Taryn, and all she had to do was say, come read Suzette with me. Taryn's smoke outline is still down there. She ran so fast, like a cartoon.
In the middle of a sentence, she was like, I'm coming right now.
I mean, had I known this was a Suzette Veneti roast, shit. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're doing a roast. Okay, now that changes the whole thing, because when you roast, you start things off.
I'm just saying.
Because then you start down the whole line.
Oh, go ahead. Let's roast, bitch. Let's go.
I miss Mean Dave.
Well,
He is gone.
I don't miss Mean Dave. Because I don't know him well enough. Because, as I said earlier, I thought Mean Dave meant mean. Mean. Not meaningful.
Rude.
Mean. Oh, that's not rude.
I'm mean.
I'm not judging you on that. I'm
okay.
assessing.
Is that okay? Okay.
See, when you assess, you ask questions like, why did she wear those shoes today? Why did she perform that song?
Oh,
Why was the audience not getting it? Why did she perform it in the second half? See, you keep asking
There's
questions
so
when you
many
assess
questions.
versus when you judge, you just make one comment like, she shouldn't have done that song. See, you judged it, you made it up.
Oh.
When you're assessing, you're keeping it going.
Okay,
You know, like,
I see where you're
why
going.
is Clifton covering his mouth like he's not trying to laugh? We know you are. Oh, he's looking. Are you trying to get?
No, I just want to see what queen down there was trying to have a Janet moment.
None of them. Did you see who's down there? Not one of them would know the dance. Not a one. They're all sitting there going, "Oh, look at her! That outfit's cute." And that's as far as they've gone. This feeling just makes me high.
Sing it too loud.
I'm like a
Gotta whisper it.
junkie.
Huh.
You know Janet Jackson created ASMR.
I got to see Janet Jackson at San Francisco right before she kind of had the throat surgery issue. So like that concert where I literally sat on that first balcony, front row, dead opposite the stage, staring at her the whole time, perfect level. And then I realized she only has women performing. Damn, how are they gonna do, like Rhythm Nation? And then all of a sudden here comes the whole crew. I did not need to see Betty Booger walking out there as a man trying to do Rhythm Nation.
Good Lord.
I'd love to pick on my Betty.
I'm sorry, Betty, that you're collateral damage in this episode.
She is far from collateral damage.
Oh my God.
I want everybody to know that I had one drink today. This is what happens. And it was Malibu. That's like 7% liquor or alcohol.
It's not the tired, it's the Malibu.
It's the Malibu. Yeah.
That's why I don't drink. I'm already mean when I'm mean when I'm sober. Could you imagine what I'm like when I'm drunk?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I want it. I want you.
The staff doesn't.
I want it. I want it bad.
Chelsea, you want it because you don't work for it.
I know, it's true. It's true.
I am
It's
a
true.
pleasant soul when I passed out.
That's right. When you're unconscious, you're so sweet. Oh my God.
I try to be. It depends on, like if I like you or not. Or I think the term that you and I know is loyal.
We do.
That's
think-
a safe word. Yeah. Loyal.
Well, no, because that's what I get accused of. If somebody's not loyal to me,
Oh, okay.
I'm all like, no, I know the difference. I could be mad at you and
Right.
still say these are your normal shifts, or like this is your normal job, or you can get booked. Like, I know the difference. I could still hate your guts and say, I'm not going to stop you from performing. I know that difference. I don't hate everybody just because they're a particular type of person. I mean, I don't hate all beginners. She's all, my self-esteem is just
Just this bitch. Right. I know. I know.
We're
just,
trying to give you real good stuff for therapy
right.
classes.
I showed her good lipstick today, and I was like, "Get off the Wet and Wild. Like, let's move
Wait,
forward.
whoa,
like,
whoa,
let's
whoa, whoa, whoa.
move
Smash button.
forward.
Whoa. My
What?
foundation is Wet and Wild.
I can't.
It's a pan stick. It's $5.99 at Target. I thought
Stop
I
it,
was
Taryn!
I was excited that when I found it for $7.99 at CVS, and then all of a sudden I went into Target and found it, and I go, no. I've shown it to a lot of people. People are like surprised. It's not greasy, it's not oily, and it's thick coverage. Oh no, it's some good stuff. And
So why haven't you told this bitch about it? Can we talk about? Why?
This episode, again, brought to you by STAB, Badlands, Chelsea Got Cakes, and Wet and Wild. Please continue.
Look,
And all the tea that you can drink.
So much tea. There's a kettle. My name's on it.
Clifton, are you just like enjoying this?
I'm just,
Because I remember the episode I was on, and you all of a sudden were just off. And then you left me.
because I'm just,
You left me stuck with this one. Because what you don't understand is I kept looking over at that. Because, like when you don't know who's talking or what's happening on the screen, and this was me. Looking the wrong way when I was supposed to be looking at her computer. I'm looking at them all. I didn't say it was.
my room cracking up. You were reading.
Wait, I'd like to remind you, I had public education. I went to Sac State. I don't know how to read.
But you do it so well.
There's a whole city that would disagree with you.
Not here.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I was proud that I graduated from Sac State. Don't get me wrong. But I like the fact UC Davis books me far more.
No, I'm saying there's people that would disagree that you can't read.
Well,
Yeah.
I do know how, like, the box over there says Home Depot. Large.
Okay, this I'm not alone. Apple can back me up. This bitch reads.
Oh, no word. Absolutely.
Clifton can back me
100%.
up.
Library is open.
And Chelsea can back me
I
up.
will
'cause-
say on record that Taryn Thru-U is a very good friend of mine, and I am also simultaneously low-key afraid of her at all times.
Uh-oh.
I
With
never
so
wanna
much
catch
love.
that rap.
But you want to know what's funny?
I will give you an example of one of your best historic reads ever.
Historic.
It was a Fridays or a drag show.
She just called you
and,
old.
you know, this is pre-COVID days, so this is back when, you know, the girls is out wilding out and drinking, and there's a bachelorette party here. And I think it was Sacramento Pride weekend. Yes, it was when Samantha Mumba was here. It was Rainbow Festival weekend. And, you know, y'all do a lot of work to get all those balloons up here and everything like that. And there was a straight girl literally right there where the stool is, and she messed up one of the balloons or something like that. She popped it, and you literally stopped everything, read her Miranda rights on the microphone, her terms and conditions. I'm gonna start calling you Taryn Terms and Conditions through you because
Okay.
terms and conditions, no one reads terms and conditions. No one can read you. You read everybody else.
Well, I'm gonna.
They
I'm
just
gonna,
accept
No, but you want
blindly.
to know what's funny is because I don't want to give all straight people a bad name, but because it was actually a lesbian who was popping the balloons.
Oh shit! Oh.
And then, I found this out literally as she was escorted out by security because I think it is disrespectful to walk into a place and just start
don't
doing
mess
stuff
with stuff.
because the staff spends hours getting ready for Pride or any event, and our owner like loves the bar decorated. Like I already know he's just upset that the Halloween decorations aren't up, even though we just opened. But she literally went outside and sat there and said that I am homophobic because I kicked out a lesbian during Pride. I said, no, I'm not homophobic. I'm just bothered with somebody who thinks it is okay to take somebody's effort and destroy it. I mean,
just cause.
just because. Suzette, you're not in that category, sorry.
I was gonna say me.
Who?
I've been destroyed.
You've not been destroyed. You're still sitting here.
That's true.
I mean,
Okay.
if you'd like to see
mean-
destroyed,
No. Carry on.
If
Somebody
you-
popped a balloon.
if
Go
you'd
on.
like to see destroyed, we can talk about when some of the current girls first started drag.
Oh.
When the Candy Isles, the May Half a Man, the Apple Adams, the Luna Novas all
Sit
first
your
started.
Ass down. Sit your ass
And
down.
no, but you want to know what's funny is, I've said this and I've said to Apple many times, where they started and where they are now, kudos.
So how many years have you been doing drag?
I said this before when they were carving out the 10 Commandments. My name
Your
is on the
at
bottom.
with
It's
your
the phone number.
I know.
16 years.
16 years. Okay. And Apple, how many years?
At this point, I am coming on my 8th year.
This is coming back
8th
around.
year.
Yeah.
All right.
So half of yours
Suzette,
because
how
I'm
many
so
months
young.
have you been doing drag?
Weeks, honey, weeks.
Excuse me. It's been 72 hours.
Okay.
Girl, not even
Oh
a
no,
pay period.
no, you wanted
Bitch,
to.
it show- not even a pay period. I'm
Yes,
dead.
not
I'm
even a pay
fucking
period.
No.
dead.
I want you to know. So when the George Floyd situation happened, and they started with the protesting because it really wasn't riots. It was more protesting the first night, and that's it was just funny the fact that Suzette was actually at my apartment learning how to steam flat wigs and then roll them and set them, and then all of a sudden she gets ready to walk home. And we just hear a random commotion outside. So we actually walk outside and look down the street and just see lots of sirens. And she goes, well, I'm just going to walk home. I'm like hell you are. We go back upstairs. And then all of a sudden, Betty Booger, who lives in my apartment, I'm on a corner unit, 21st and J. So I see both sides of it. and the windows are all up, and we're just watching all of this happen. And then the tear gas went. You want to see somebody? I was all windows down. I said you weren't going nowhere. We were just all child in a candy store.
So you're telling me that she just learned how to set a wig when George Floyd happened? That's when this bitch learned how to. That's what I got from this.
Learning.
I can't.
We're not done yet.
That's recent, y'all. That is recent.
No, but I mean, like she's working on how to brush out wigs right now.
How to brush out wigs.
When you have natural, beautiful hair.
I can't.
Let's
I
have a
can't.
discussion.
Oh, now
Remember-
we
no,
have
yes.
now.
No, do you remember
Now
how
we're
we
going.
had when I walked in, you were having a discussion about how some straight men act.
Yes.
Now, some straight men don't understand how to treat things in a delicate manner.
Are you paying
i.e.
attention?
I.e.,
If I see a straight man, I'll let him know.
you may not understand this part, but or this particular wig, but she will. You know my basketball kind of wavy one that looks like a huge helmet that I wore for the guild
Yes,
outfit.
Absolutely.
That thing was custom made for me.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to be delicate with it, and she's like holding it like this. Like clump. And all I'm going is,
You didn't clothesline her or something?
no, I couldn't because we were at William Lamb Park in the middle of the parking lot, and I had the neck collar piece on.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's the well, what's funny is Betty Booger calls it the you can't suck dick collar because you're kind of like stuck.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a bunch of hula hoops and wire. So she, and of course, me being me, and Apple would be all, ooh. I kind of snapped. But then she, like, helped me get changed in a parking lot. I mean, you had to laugh about it. Or I was changing, like, in the middle of a park. Full-on outfit changes.
The leaf blower man would go by. We'd stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then we'd continue.
Or us filming part, and here comes the guy walking across the back of the screen to mall. Just because he was talking about, like, he lives in you. And that was every single time they went to the chorus. He lives in you. Guy comes walking by with the dog. That's all.
And it's like he does. He lives in this video because he keeps walking through.
No, I mean, she's getting there. I mean, like, she wants to learn how to sew a button or, like, a...
You got to start somewhere.
Patches.
Bitch.
No, that's a little advanced. She wants
You
to
said
learn...
and I was like, oh my
She
god,
wants
I
to
have
be able-
patterns. I have a.
No,
and you
she-
said a button.
She wants to learn how to do the iron hook so that you can, if it breaks on the top of the dress, she still can. She bought me a replacement pick and comb so that because she broke one of them because she did this when you have to do it slowly.
There was a really naughty wig.
So it was one she wore
Believe
today.
it or not. No, today the hair was good.
Who's?
I
Apples.
Apple's hair
Apples.
was on point. Apple, your hair was great today.
absolutely was.
Instagram, it was good.
Thank
Apple's
you.
hair was great.
Thank you.
Yes.
It absolutely was.
Yes, that's
Billy
true.
Lamore,
That's
West
true.
Hollywood, if you want to follow him.
Jesse, do we have any questions from anybody?
Please, let's
No?
end this.
Okay.
Can we end this, please?
Oh my God, yes. I'm just trying to pee. I got a microphone. I was just trying to pee. Oh my God.
No.
No,
Yeah.
please don't do what that girl did outside.
I'll do it right now if I need to.
No, she did.
Oh,
Some
sure.
girl. Now, how do you show up?
Uh-oh.
I mean, and like she's walking in with her friends. Her friend's coherent. We give her some water because, you know, she's not necessarily ugly. You know that drunk ugly. But you can tell she's
okay.
all like,
Damn.
Too, I was like, water's not gonna help that. Yo.
I don't know what. I missed that sign on the door.
I will say the plus about COVID is it has hidden many things.
Masks
princess mask?
are magical.
But anyway, so as she's sitting there, she passes out and pees. And the staff's all like, she was wasting, but I'm like, you know, it
Hold the phone.
happens.
She passes out, then pees?
Well, because if you're, I've been so sick one time that I literally fell forward. My friends caught me, and my body did a quick shutdown, and I peed my pants. And matter of fact, it was here at the bar.
Oh, she had a reveal.
And it didn't wake you up?
No, like
I feel like that would
no.
wake-
So they stopped me from falling, and I jerked back awake, but my body had already shut down. That I was already peeing. Like, it was embarrassing.
Oh my
And actually,
God.
Clifton, you may remember this. Remember when I was like I would get sick
like
for a
what?
month and drop like 30 pounds.
Yeah, I remember that.
That and it was Aaron Kahana days, Brett before Betty Booger ever happened.
Yeah.
It literally was one of those times where I literally had just holiday season worked so hard and worked so much that I was so sick that
That was back when you were doing this and you were doing your other
PB,
job.
yeah, my main job, my corporate America job,
Was that PB?
PBK.
Yeah.
That's when I was so sick that they actually have pictures of me trying to sleep on the bottom of the shelving in the stockroom to have enough energy to get home. Yeah. There are pictures of me like on upper shelves one time because all the shelves were full. They needed me to just go on a shelf and sleep. Yeah. But that's also the same place where I'd like be in the stockroom cutting out gowns on my lunch and sewing.
Yes.
So, do you feel loved?
You know what? I do. I'm gonna say this to the audience, just in case anyone's like, "Oh shit."
They're
I
really
do.
not, but
They're probably not, but I do feel
An
loved.
audience. You're so stupid.
Ma'am. Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You're hurting their feelings, all three of them.
I'd like to remind you that Chelsea's here, Clifton's here, and Meaningful Dave is doing his show. So those are your three.
Actually, the episode with you had like 300 views, I think.
Oh.
Those
So-
are the people who like punishment. We know Taryn. I need to have some abuse today.
Yes.
Well, if they
the
like-
masochist.
If they like punishment, they're loving this episode.
Oh, great. Perfect.
I do feel loved
Aw.
because it's all for my betterment. It's all because you guys want better.
And it comes from a place of
And
love.
I
It's not
really want
disrespect.
No,
better.
thank you. I think as long as people realize, like, it's not out of hate. Like, that's
No.
where people need to kind of get themselves in check. You know when somebody's trying to joke with you and where it's coming from. You know when they're joking and it's coming out of a hateful place. That's hateful. But when you can sit there, I go, I could say this to Suzette in a private conversation, and it's a joke. Or if she sat there and she's gotten one or two in. How many years have we known each other?
I was going to say. Okay. Okay. Total. Total,
No.
bitch.
One a year.
No, like I look at the fact going, I've even been here with Apple, like not even meaning to all of a sudden to like, boom, Taryn 3. I saw, that was a dig. Oh, that was good. You know, it happens. No, it's not like I got on a microphone and said, shut the fuck up.
Oh, no, that's
I'm
me.
counting to 3.
No,
That's me.
not you. That's a whole story.
Oh,
She
all
is
right.
the most playful type of angry, and I will always say it. I love you, and I'm always
Who you been
low-key
drinking?
afraid of you. Low-key.
There was a
Oh, don't worry, I paid you.
there was a show. There was a show happening.
Is this a long story?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna really abridge. And the show needed to move on, and Taryn had to get on the mic and say, "Shut the fuck up."
oh, that's right.
Well, I mean, there's more than one.
Are we talking about a certain lady?
We
I
are.
literally
Okay.
told the queen to shut up and was screaming at her, and she kept trying to talk. And I started counting down because I literally, and then all of a sudden, I get a text message from our good old friend Helen Heels, who's all, did I just hear what happened? Like, literally read her over the microphone as she's trying to MC for filth on that stage because she wouldn't shut up. And literally was getting ready to cut her mic, and I was all 5, 4, and I'm like, just introduce. They don't care. I'll introduce the next person. They don't fucking care because she's trying to give a story. Yeah, she was doing the encyclopedia version of a story.
So,
Yeah, we're
say what
one
you
host
want,
is
but I know
short
when to get off a
after-
mic.
Okay.
That's because you and I are in the room.
Well, they wouldn't be here if they didn't love me.
No, that's true.
I'm here because Taryn gave me a free drink. So,
Yes.
I mean,
Did I? We don't give out
I
free
woke
booze.
you up, bitch.
We
No,
don't
I-
give out free
I
booze.
paid
That's
for that.
imagination.
That's
Yeah.
true. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's a donation.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna get us canceled.
No, you're
buy
not.
buy cupcakes from me, y'all. These are my cupcakes.
Ooh,
Chelsea
they
got
are
cakes.
good. Let me just say, those
So
are some.
good.
Did you try one?
No, they're good.
Oh no, they
Cinnamon
are
Toast
good.
Crunch cupcakes. Apple, you didn't eat one.
Oh, I absolutely did. I ate
Oh, you
two.
did. Oh, that's true. That's
Yes.
true. My
So
bad.
good.
my
This
bad.
is the one thing you have to know. If you need her to bake something, contact her directly.
Directly.
Because I asked this one to reach out to Chelsea and say, do you think she'd be willing to donate a cake for a charity fundraiser?
Absolutely.
For an online
I
auction?
absolutely
And
would.
didn't do it. So I, of course, during the show the other week, kind of made a comment. She's like, I didn't know. That's all. And it's, Suzette had to go, I forgot to tell her.
Oh?
Right. I'm here thinking that Taryn legit hates me, like, as a person.
Oh, I would never hate. Hate is a strong word.
Okay, I'm here thinking that Taryn
Dislikes you with a
dislikes
passion?
me with all of the ounces of his body. Right. And then,
Well, that's a lot.
dead
of
ass, he was, and then she didn't say nothing to me. So I would make you, I will give you a donated cake. I'm saying it right here for the 6 people watching. I will donate a cake
Chelsea.
to Taryn Thru-U.
Chelsea,
Yes.
I'd like to remind you 4 of us are right here. 2. 2.
So it's just 2 people watching from home.
And one of them's Jesse, who's the sound guy. One of them is right here.
Hi,
He is,
Jesse.
he is the
Thank you,
producer
sir.
of this show.
I know, and he's the one of the 2 that we are speaking of.
Oh, all right.
Well, he
Jesse,
is
one of these cupcakes is for you, baby.
I mean,
Oh,
he
you
is.
got one, okay.
He is technically watching.
he has to.
I mean, he's kind of laughing too.
All
Thank
right,
you for
end
being
your
the
show,
best
bitch.
boy
End
here.
your show.
This has been what word would you put with this?
Tragic.
Evisceration, the burial,
It's just the intervention.
the intervention.
Educational.
This has been an
Educational.
educational intervention of Suzette Veneti, and I've been lucky enough to be joined by people that truly love me. Apple Adams, Clifton Ellison, Chelsea Bearce, Taryn Thru-U. Mean Dave had to go to another show. Jesse Jones is here. Thank you for tuning in. It's, what is it, October 4th? Less than 30 days, guys. You got to vote. Yep.
Remember the last person who didn't know the date?
We'll be
Oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
I sat there and somebody goes, I'm like, when's your birthday? To some girl, and she's October 4th, and they're like, oh, that's all. That's all. That's all.
Oh, that's
you got a
today.
fucking cell phone. Look at your, everybody got the cell
And
phone.
it was
Look down.
Today. She goes, October 4th. Bitch, say today. Like, I can't. Who says that? It was the stupidest thing. Oh, it was.
It wasn't me. I didn't do that.
But no one would be surprised if we were like,
No, not at all. Not even.
See, Apple. You just happened to fall into the right place.
All I wanted to do was pee, and I stumbled upon an adventure. A little bit.
Oh,
Like when you
bitch.
do drag long enough, you know how how long you can hold
Pinch
it
it,
before
pinch
you
it.
have to
You're
sit
fine.
there
No,
and say,
I have
too.
thoroughly
Oh, shit.
soiled this sofa at this
All right,
point.
end this
I'm
shit.
so sorry.
All right. Any last words from anybody?
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in. You can catch me next week back to our regular format, back at STAB with Faye Menon, 5:03 p.m. We will have Clifton, Chelsea, Mean Dave, and as always, anytime Apple or Taryn wants to come through, they're welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a good night.
Shake it, shake
something going on with the thing.
So the only time it happens is when you have you know how there's